we're talking about slowing things down. Seems a little counterintuitive with the holidays and all the crazy hamster wheel mess that we're on. We take our vacation days and we're supposed to slow down, but we speed up. Heather, why?
I mean, who wants to go slow? Slow seems like such a dirty word. And you think about when we were kids, slowing down was literally a punishment. Like when we got a timeout, we had to leave our activity and just sit and think. It was a negative consequence. And in society, we have become obsessed with more and with faster. We've got fast food, we've got online deliveries within hours, we have information within moments, and we are constantly on and always connected thanks to the little computer in all of our pockets. And we are like hamsters on a wheel, trying not to miss out on the next thing. And when we do that, we are only skimming the surface of life instead of going deep. We give ourselves less time to reflect on anything, and we get so focused on the need to act, to be online, to be posting, to be commenting, checking emails, always doing. And our exhausting, fast pace of life promotes overstimulation and overscheduling, which are chronic stressors that lead to internal chaos. And just think about eating. Like when you scarf your food down in 2 minutes versus when you intentionally chew and swallow, when you slow down, you savor, you can be grateful and really enjoy versus when you shove food in your mouth and you're rushing it, you miss the joy of it and it doesn't feel satisfying. And that's essentially what we are doing with our life sometimes. We are shoving it down without really savoring it. And we may think, I can't slow down because life will pass me by. But if we don't slow down, we will pass it by.
Guilty.
Same.
I'm really and truly. It's like a curse. You know, you're just always rushing, rushing, and you're waiting until you retire to actually slow down. It seems. Help me with some great ways to slow my roll.
Yes. Okay. So here are 5 different ways you can get more slowness and rest into your days. The first is we have got to get more intentional about scheduling slowness. So bookend your big events. Like if you've got a big party or you're hosting a dinner or a big presentation, schedule time to prepare or just relax beforehand, and then schedule time afterwards for the come down to decompress. The second is we have to stop overbooking. We cram our calendars full of meetings and events, which means we are always rushing from one thing to another. And one thing I started doing with my meetings now is I put buffer time before every meeting. So I don't have back-to-back meetings anymore. And while it's tempting to just like squeeze that extra meeting in, every time I have back-to-back anything, I feel rushed and it doesn't give me the space and clarity to be fully present. Number 3, take time to breathe. And this is not mindless breathing. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts and breathe out of your mouth for 4 counts. And we're going to try that. So breathe in for 4 and then breathe out for 4. This slows down your overall breathing. It calms your nervous system and reduces stress. So try this throughout the day. You will feel less chaotic. Number 4, and we've talked about this before, stop multitasking. The brain cannot think meaningfully about 2 things at the same time. And so when you try to do this, you're overloading yourself and your brain. And this applies to when you're doing things like watching the sunset, and you also want to take a picture to post on Instagram because you're getting the perfect shot. Just enjoy the sunset. You can post something on social media later. And number 5, make time for tea. And I don't mean literal tea, but build 10 minutes into the day where you can make a cup of something hot. Tea, cider, hot chocolate, coffee, because when we drink hot things, it forces us to slow down and savor the moment. Because life is a gift, not a grind. But when we are overscheduled, overworked, and overcommitted, it becomes a thing to get through instead of something to enjoy. So take some deep breaths and practice these ways of slowing down so you can enjoy your life more.
So true. And your whole body just tenses up as you are rushing. When you take that pause and you take those breaths, I can literally feel the blood coursing through my veins and just, my blood pressure lowering.
Absolutely. Yes, we have to just slow down. Life is fast. It's never going to not be busy, but we have got to be intentional about just enjoying the moment and building in time to reflect. Because when we don't do that, all we are doing is using up our energy without restoring it, because everything ebbs and flows, everything has a rhythm. And when we are in a season of doing and producing, we also need that season of rest and regeneration to gather our energy so we can go back into the season of doing.
Well, thanks for the time, Heather. You bring so much peace and joy into my life. Great advice today, again, as always.
Thank you.
You heard it. Life is not a grind, it is a gift. So I encourage you to take this opportunity during this holiday season, during your vacation days. Don't waste them on being busy. Take some time to really slow down and enjoy, that cup of tea. That sounds like a wonderful idea and really warms and soothes your soul.